Eagles Nation, YouTube Nation, Lions Den here with a Eagles update. Um, Yesterday, the 2018 Philadelphia Eagles regular season schedule has been released. There's a lot of interesting things that's going on. Basically, the good news is, and that's in my opinion, guys, that we have the most easiest schedule in the league. One of the most easiest schedule. So people talking about that we're no longer the underdogs, we're the Super Bowl champions now. So let's get started of the week one schedule. It's expected that September the 6th, we'll be at home, which is going to be a Thursday night game. We're going to be at home against the Atlanta Falcons. More than likely, when I read this entire schedule, it's basically we're gonna have the NFC South division, the AFC South division. Two of the games is gonna be who's in the playoffs, and of course the revenge or the NFC Championship game between us and the Minnesota Vikings at home, which of course is gonna be an interesting game. Then at the December 16th. We're gonna go to at LA to play against the Los Angeles Rams. Well, and then we have, of course, playing against our own divisions like the Giants, the Cowboys, and Washington team. So it seems to me that to me the way I see it is it's basically an easier schedule. Some Eagles Nation may say otherwise, but the way I see it, it's easier schedule because we're gonna play the NFC South. I think the last 2 years we haven't played the NFC South lately, so we're gonna play the NFC South, and we're gonna play for the AFC South, and of course, the biggest thing is gonna be October 7th. It's gonna be a late game, October 7th, which is playing against the Minnesota Vikings. That's gonna be an interesting thing because the last time the Vikings head towards us, um, it was basically the NFC Championship game, which of course you know what happened there, which basically when they tried to disrespect our Rocky statue, and look what happened. We went to the Super Bowl in their house, but the October 28th game is very interesting because we got to go to London, London, England, which is overseas, and we got to play against the Jacksonville Jaguars. But I believe the Jacksonville Jaguars is going to be the home team in the UK, home team in London. So that's going to be an amazing, amazing game. And it's going to be a 9:30 in the morning kickoff. So it's going to be a very interesting game, Eagles Nation, and it's going to be as the way I see it, the entire schedule, the majority of the entire schedule is basically the easiest one. My prediction though is that some people predicted that we might end up being 11-5 and probably another playoff team. But the way I see it, if the Eagles play well this year, or maybe probably 11-4, probably 12-4, and 11-5. I think because you have to remember that a couple of the games that we haven't faced in a while. Um, so let's go ahead and start with the schedules that I'm been seeing right now. Like I said, on September 6th, which is going to be a Thursday night game that we play at home against the Atlanta Falcons, which is possibly, in my opinion, a winnable game there. And of course, we got another game coming up, which is September the 16th, where we travel to Tampa to play against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is going to be a 1 o'clock game. Seems to me a winnable game there. And then we're going to be at home on September 23rd, a 1 o'clock game, playing home, which is one of the AFC South teams, against the Indianapolis Colts. And then we travel again to Tennessee, Nashville, when we're playing against the Tennessee Titans. And then on October 7th, the NFC Championship rematch is going to be taking place at our house again when the Minnesota Vikings travel to the Link. It's going to be a 4:25 kickoff. And then we travel to going up north. We're playing against the New York Giants, which is going to be a night game. So it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a night game playing against the New York Giants. And then the 21st of October, we're going to be at home. It's a 1 o'clock game. We're playing against the Carolina Panthers. And then, again, like I said, on the 28th, they're going to be in London, England. I'm playing against the Jacksonville Jaguars in London. It's going to be, again, a 9:30 a.m. kickoff. Moving on, then we travel to New Orleans. It's going to be November the 18th. Travel to New Orleans. At 1 o'clock is going to be against the New Orleans Saints. Now, November 25th, which is going to be on a Sunday, November 25th, the Giants coming to the Link at 1 o'clock, and they play against us at the Link. And then at 8:15 p.m., which is December the 3rd, the Washington team comes to the Link, which is going to be, I guess it's going to be a Sunday night game, or it was going to be a night game anyway, because the good news is, Eagles Nation, is that we have more prime time this year. We're going to play prime time games. So the Washington team comes to the Philadelphia Eagles at the Link, playing against us, which will also be a prime time game. And then for December 9th, we're traveling to Dallas at AT&T Stadium, which is going to be an evening game, which is a 4:25 game, playing against the Dallas Cowboys. And then December 16th, which is also a primetime game, possibly with playoff contentions on the line. That's when we're going to travel from. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to travel to LA to play the Los Angeles Rams. And then 2 days before Christmas, which is December 23rd, we're going to be at home, and the Houston Texans coming to us, which is going to be a 1 o'clock game. And then the season finale, that the Philadelphia Eagles going down here to DMV, the DC area, to play against the Washington team, which is, the day before New Year's Eve, which is December 30th. So, guys, I see it like this, that the way I see it, and anything, like I say, anything can happen in the NFL, but the way I see it, guys, that it's a winnable season for us, because half of the games is going to be prime time. One is going to be overseas in London, and it's going to be, like I said, AFC South teams. Basically, two of the NFC teams is going to be basically against the NFC Championship rematch, was against the Minnesota Vikings, and the Los Angeles Rams will be later on in December. But more than likely, guys, it shows that this team is possibly going to the playoffs, because this is the really easiest schedule, in my opinion. So, Eagles Nation, what do you think about this? Tell me what you think. Leave a comment on what the Eagles, do you think the Eagles going to win? Or what record do you think the Eagles going to have? I say it's going to be either 12-4 or 11-5, in my opinion. Tell me what you think about it. Leave a comment on the description box, and please subscribe. Subscribe my YouTube channel. I'm going to be talking about Eagles football throughout. This is all about Eagles football on my YouTube channel. And next Thursday, I will be on YouTube Live. I'm covering the NFL draft, and I'm going to be telling you guys who the Eagles are going to select at pick number 32. So look for that, and I will talk to you soon. This is Lions In, and I'm out. Deuces.